Okay, here we are again, and we're at chapter 11 now, the start of Elwood's story. So, I haven't actually done this for quite a while. I usually play a different mode, so I might make mistakes, might not. We'll see how it comes back. This is the actual backstory. The first 10 chapters were sort of a side story, just introducing Lynn as a character. The reason this is all coming in now is because this is part of the backstory of the game that was released before this. That was actually a sequel to this, so this is released as a prequel. But for some reason they introduced Lynn as a character, and they gave her a little bit of backstory to go with it. Okay. Elwood, not to be confused with Roy, his son. Never actually noticed before, but she's down as a bishop. Not a playable character, as far as I know. But I'd never actually noticed that before. I thought they gave her own sprite. Guess not. Seems a bit lazy. That guy's hair. It's crazy. For some reason they didn't want to design eyes for him. I like how he was carrying two people. It's quite impressive. I'm not sure how your home skills have been a tactician without war, but who knows. Lots of risk being played, I suppose. Right. Let's go in order. First off is Elwood, and he is Mr. Average, basically. He's good at everything, which means he pretty much excels at nothing. But you need to use him anyway, so he's a decent enough unit. It's just that he's not a brilliant unit, if that makes sense. Marcus. The first thing that you do with Marcus is take his equipment off him and then ditch him somewhere. He is the worst unit in the game. He's pre-promoted, so he's much like Wallace. Any XP he will just drain completely. And I mean, you look at those stats and you think, oh yeah, he's alright, but he's not. He is absolutely terrible. His growth rates are bad, those starting stats are bad for a promoted unit. But no, just take his stuff off him, give the sword to Eloyd, give the lance to Lowen, use him to trek across villages and such, and if he gets hit, he gets hit. He shouldn't die in the first few chapters, but after that just replace him. As soon as you can stop using him, just stop using him. Lowen's a difficult unit. He's very defensive. His defense growth rates are quite impressive. This sort of means that he doesn't have a high strength though. He is very usable, but it's strange, like, 'cause between him, Kent and Sane, Kent is speed and skill, Sane is strength, and Lowen is defense. So it's really your preference out of those three. But he's a good enough unit. You can definitely use him. Whether he goes to endgame or not is entirely your choice. And Rebecca. As far as I'm concerned, she's the best archer in the game. She doesn't start off brilliantly, but she is level 1. Her growth rates are good, and she will upgrade into a very impressive sniper. And she's a brilliant candidate for endgame. So really, that's the long and short of it. Units that you're really getting out of this chapter are Rebecca and Eloyd. Lowen if you want him, but whatever you do, don't use Marcus. Ever. Okay, so that's a gate, not a village. And we've got a shop there that's probably just going to sell vulneries. And a village there for Marcus to visit. And with that, let's get started. Should have moved Rebecca in there first, but hey ho, wouldn't have made much difference. And actually, let's give it a little bit that already. Let's just check the weights. It's probably not the best idea. Stick him there. Take that off him. And there we go. And that's turn 1 out the way. Okay, well, Dorcas is back and we've covered him. Bartram, on the other hand, well, you can sort of see the differences for yourself. Bartram's skill is a lot higher, not skill, strength is a lot higher. Sorry, I'm flicking. His speed is lower, and so is his skill, but his luck and his defense are also higher. As far as I'm concerned, Bartray is a lot better than Dorcas, simply because of his growth rates are better. And to be honest, he's just more fun. He's a complete and utter psycho, but that just makes him fun. But I mean, he's good enough to take to end game. He's one of 3 axe users that excel. I do personally go for the other 2, but he's always there, he's usable, and you do need one playthrough to get him quite high up to unlock a secret character, which is always good. It's always good. But you know, he's good. He's useful. He's eccentric, but that doesn't really matter much. And I think he's a good unit. So again, we're just taking out what we don't need, using Marcus to traipse around the villages. Ah, Dragon Shield. You usually get one of those early. Does what it says. I generally save that for a mage, so usually their defences never really get very high. Everyone here, their defence is reasonable. Rebecca's could be better, but hers will go up. Okay, so I didn't actually expect that archer to do that. It's throwing me a little bit actually. I'm just looking to see if anyone has vulneraries because I can't. No. How strange. Ah, there's a fort down there. Okay. Okay. Makes sense now. So I'm just looking at the range of these guys. Rebecca can attack without getting a backlash the next turn. Owen can get stuck in there. He shouldn't take too much damage at all. Elowood can sit in that forest there for the next turn. And Bartray can... Well, that guy's running, so I don't think he's going to be a threat. So Bartray can steal that kill. Keep them close, just because they can be meat shields. Ah, interesting. Very suicidal, but interesting. Oh, that's correct. It's actually quite unusual for Elowood to get a crit. He's well, like I say, he just doesn't really excel. It's a bonus, I'm not complaining. Okay, so we're going to stick the line there and draw people out. And just going to pop Rebecca just out of range, do the same with Bartray. Okay. Iron Violet. Ooh. That's even better. Take out the archer. Leave Lowen there. Just to draw out that bandit. Bartray can attack the boss, but his accuracy is a bit low, so it seems a bit of a waste of a hand axe at this point. That's just me. I mean, you can do it, but it just seems very short odds. I'm just gonna check this shot. Yeah, just vulnerates. You start Elwood's story with 10,000 gold as well. You could have spent everything that you had on Lynn's story and still have ended up with 10,000, but you wouldn't have carried over the weapons from that story anyway, so it's a bit swings and roundabouts really. Gonna have low and weight there, and the attack shall begin. Okay, so that is low into level 3, and I'm just going to check who I'm looking at leveling. So Elwood, Bluyoshii, and Rebecca. Pop line down there. Elwood's safe enough there. Bluyoshii, swing and a miss. Thought as much, but you never know your luck. Okay. Now then, Elwood needs to munch on that vulnerary. Rebecca with the iron bow, and now we wait. That's it. Done and dusted. Seized. You will notice that there is a lot of spelling alterations that happen during translation. Laos sort of swaps between Laos and Lahu. Okay. Yeah, Laos and Lahus just keep changing all around. It does make you wonder how those two are related. I mean, they could have done a little bit better than just a generic NPC. They could have given him green hair, that might have been a good idea. But I suppose maybe the mother had green hair and that's the idea. Okay, that's chapter 11 done. Chapter 12 will be soon, I don't know. Probably Sunday actually. So it will depend. Anyway, that's that done.